their hands behind their back.
All right. I have at least 2 people going to call me because I see it on the warrant list, but we'll address them as we get there. All right. Almost done with the technology. All right, we good to go on the jail end? It appears so.
Yes, sir. We're ready.
All right, cool. Well then, let's go ahead and get this thing started since it's 11 a.m. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Clayton County Magistrate Court first appearance. Today's date is January the 23rd, 2023. The time is 11:01 a.m. I am Judge Daniel Nagel. I'm going to go over some preliminary information with you, so please pay attention so we can keep the proceedings moving as quickly as possible. All right. First, I want to let you know, if you are unfamiliar with the first appearance, this is an informative hearing and not an evidentiary hearing. What that means is that this is not an opportunity for you to present evidence, nor should you try to present any evidence in your case. It is being live streamed on YouTube, so prosecutorial agencies will have access to this. So please do not say anything that's going to incriminate you. Don't talk about any defenses that you may have. Don't talk about why officers got it wrong, why you didn't do it, or anything of that nature, because it is being recorded, okay? Save that for your attorney, all right? Also, I'm going to go over several things with you, okay? So please make sure that you pay attention as I go over these things. Number one, I'm going to go over what your charges are and if they are a misdemeanor or a felony violation, or if you have a mix of some felonies and some misdemeanors, okay? Second, I'm going to let you know your bond amount if a bond is going to be granted in your case. Third, I'm going to let you know if you have any special conditions of your bond. The most common types of special conditions are to stay away from a certain person. If you have a special condition to stay away from a person, don't call them, text them, go over to their house, go over to their work, Kik, Skype, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, WhatsApp, whatever creative way that you think that you can communicate with this person. Don't do it, because you're just going to end up in the Clayton County Jail and face potential further charges. And guess what a judge is not going to do if you violate your bond conditions? Probably grant you a bond because you have shown that you can't abide by the court's rules. Another type of special condition is a stay away from a certain location. If you're told to stay away from a certain location, just like stay away from a person, don't go near that location. You have no business being there. Somebody doesn't want you there, and it is not good for you. So guess what? If you go back, you will go straight to jail. All right. Lastly, the other most common type of special condition is to have no violent contact with someone. No violent contact means exactly that. You can have contact with them, you can be around them, just don't yell, scream, fuss, fight, kick, throw things, break things, anything that would make somebody think that some type of violence is going to go down, all right? Also, I'm gonna let you know your next court date, okay? For misdemeanors, it's February the 14th. For felonies or a mixture of misdemeanors and felonies, it's February the 15th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Now, if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date, okay? However, if you do not bond out, that will be your preliminary hearing date, and that is an evidentiary hearing. That's when you will meet with an attorney, either one that you have hired or one that's appointed to you, and you can discuss the facts and defenses of your case. but save it for then. Don't do it now. If you do bond out, you will get notice in the mail of your court date going down the line, which will be your arraignment. Okay, but it'll probably be several months down the line. Okay, so just make sure your information is correct with the bonding agency or the sheriff's department or whoever it is that you need to make sure your address is good to, because you do not want to miss your court date in the mail because you could get a bench warrant for your arrest. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to ask if you want to hire your own attorney or if you want a court-appointed attorney. All of you were given an application to fill that out, and you could mark if you wanted to hire your own or if you wanted to apply for court-appointed attorney. If you did not fill it out, I can only assume that you are going to hire your own attorney or you're going to represent yourself, which is not advisable. Okay, so if you didn't fill out your form, I'm going to ask you why, because you had plenty of time to do so. And if you want to have a court-appointed attorney now, then I may have to ask you some questions, which is going to slow everything down. And again, everything is being broadcast. So, you know, if you don't want your business out there, you should have filled out the form when you had that opportunity to. Okay. Lastly, I'll let you ask any questions that you may have, but keep in mind, if it's not related to what are my charges, when is my next court date, what is my bond, do I have any special conditions, I'm probably not going to be in a position to help you. I have very limited ability to answer your questions in this particular proceeding. Okay. A couple things that I commonly get asked, so I'm going to go over them right now, is can I get an OR bond? No. You cannot get an OR bond, or you can, but I'm not going to do it. So please don't waste your time and my time and everyone else's time asking me for an OR bond or a signature bond. It's not going to happen. If you know what that is, you probably wouldn't get one anyway. And if you don't know what it is, it's okay. You're not missing anything special. All right. Secondly, when it comes to bonding, how does that work? The answer to that is I can't really tell you because I don't have any control over how bonding works. Typically, what people do is they call a bonding company, usually within the Clayton County or Metro Atlanta area, and a bonding company is going to look at your bond and say, all right, it's $1,000. The typical bonding amount fee is 10 to 20%. That is not set by law. That's set by each individual bonding company. So if your bond is $1,000, it's somewhere between $100 and $200. For every 1,000, you just keep adding 100 to it. Okay. So don't ask me about, what paperwork you need or what documentation or how much they charge, because unfortunately I don't control it. I'm just giving you the information that I know as a practicing attorney for the past 10 years in Clayton County. All right. Any other questions that you may have, it's best that you hold on to them for your attorney, because they're going to be able to direct you the best way and steer your case in the most beneficial way to you. All right. Now, before we begin, I just need everyone to participate, and please raise your right hand. All right. Do you swear or affirm the statements that you make shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You can say, I do. All right, everyone's muted, but I'm going to assume that they did. All right, you can put your hands down. We'll start with the female side first. Oh, man, did I put this up? Yes, I did. Okay, good.
Y'all can have a seat. Y'all can have a seat. Not on here. No, I'm not saying that.
All right. All right, let me get Miss Harris. All right, can you state your name, please?
Ashley Amanda Harris.
Okay, Ms. Harris, you are charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery and 1 count of cruelty to children. I did review the information and I am going to dismiss the charges. The reason why I'm dismissing it is because there's no victim listed in here anywhere, so I don't know who the alleged victim is. Now, I do have to tell you this. It is good news for you, right, that I'm dismissing these charges. However, law enforcement has 2 years to potentially bring these charges back. And the reason why I dismissed it is a silly reason. They just didn't put the victim's name in there. Had they done that, it might be a different story, okay? So I don't know if they're going to look at this and then provide that information. I'm not going to tell them to. I'm not going to tell them not to. I stay out of it. That's not my job. You know, I don't have a victim's name, so I don't know what happened here and to who. So that's what's going to happen. If you don't have any pending charges before you or in no other business to be in the Clayton County Jail, they'll process your paperwork and then you'll be free to go. Do you have any questions? Okay. All right. Good luck to you. All right, Ms. Phelps.
Yes,
All right. Can you state your name, please?
Zanetta Phelps.
Okay, give me just a moment, Ms. Phelps. Let me look for your application here. All right, ma'am, you are charged with 1 count of terroristic threats or acts. Let me see here. This is the felony version. Okay, I remember. All right, so I am going to set a bond in the amount of $10,000, okay? You do have a special condition of your bond to not have any contact with Sydney Clark and Jason Clark. Do you live with those individuals or no?
But I'm moving out as soon as I make mine. It's
Okay.
like a woman house.
I got you. Okay. Well, then here, you know, listen, I'm going to put in that, well, I'm going to put to not go back to the residence. However, if you need to get your stuff, then I'm going to help you out. Okay. So what I'm putting in the bond order that when you get bonded out, you need to contact the sheriff's office within 10 days, and they'll go with you to make sure that nothing happens to you, nothing happens to those people. They're not going to mess with you. They have to let you in because you're going to have the sheriff's department with you. Okay. But other than that, just don't go back to that residence on Flint River Road. Okay.
My car is there.
If you need to get your car, that's fine. Just don't go into the residence.
Okay.
If you need to make arrangements with somebody, for example, if you have a friend or a family member that can go and get, you know, some of your stuff or whatever, I would probably do that. Just to make sure that you're in compliance with the court's order, okay? Because I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't want anything to happen to them. I don't want anything to happen to the citizens of Clayton County, but something happened to where y'all aren't getting along right now. And so it's best that y'all not have any contact with each other, okay?
Okay.
All right. So everything is in your order, which you will get a copy of, okay? Now you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
One attorney.
I'm sorry?
I signed the paper for an attorney, a free attorney.
Okay, got it. All right. I will grant that request. Your next court date is on February the 15th, but if you bond out, you don't have to go to that, okay? All right, do you have any questions about your case? There's a little bit of delay.
She said no, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. All right, good luck to you, Ms. Phelps.
Your Honor, on the male side, we have one that is non-compliant. Do you mind if he goes first?
What's the name?
That is Mal Maku.
Okay. Yeah. Give me just a second. Let me get his paperwork. Oh, here we are. Like this. All right, bring it forward. All right, sir, what's your name?
Muka.
Okay. Mr. Muka, do you speak English?
Yes, I
Okay, very good. All right, well, sir, you are charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct, that's a misdemeanor. 1 count of criminal trespass, that's a misdemeanor, okay? I am gonna grant a bond of $1,500 on each count, okay? So your total bond is $3,000, all right? Now, you do have a special condition of your bond.
Again, read my charge.
You're charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct and 1 count of, those are the charges against you. They're both
One count of
misdemeanors.
what? Wait, 1 count of what?
Can you hear me?
It delayed a little bit.
Wait, can you repeat it again? I can't hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna take my time so you make sure that you can hear me properly, okay? You are charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. Your bond is $1,500. You are also charged with 1 misdemeanor count of criminal trespass, misdemeanor. Your bond is $1,500. Your total bond is $3,000 total. You do have a special condition of your bond.
All misdemeanors though, right?
That is correct. Yeah. Now, listen to me because I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask your questions, but don't ask a question until you're told to do so, okay? Now, you do have a special condition to not go back to the Atlanta airport. They do not want you there. So please do not go back. You have the whole world at your hands, but just don't go back to that one location, okay? Your next court date is going to be on February the 14th. But if you bond out of jail, you do not need to appear for that court date, okay? Now, you have the right to hire your own attorney, represent yourself, or have a court-appointed attorney. What option would you like to go with?
Well, what you mean? Repeat that again. Sleep all goddamn for 5 or 6 days. Repeat it again.
I'm not going to repeat everything that I just told you. I'm asking you.
Repeat it again.
Do you want an attorney? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want to hire your own attorney or do you want me to appoint one for you?
Appoint one for me.
Okay. Is there a reason you did not fill out your application?
Listen, I was never given the application to fill it out. But as far as me signing out, when it comes to the part of me signing out, I asked that you just do a signature bond and bring me back to the screen when we come back to the screen.
All right, I'm not going to do a signature bond, but I will consider you for a court-appointed attorney. Are you currently employed?
Okay, because I'm not buying. I'm not bailing out. I'm not bailing out.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't afford bail.
I got you.
So
all right.
I got misdemeanor, so I'm going to have to be able to get the signature bond.
You need to listen to me, okay? Because I'm being very cordial with you, and I want you to be cordial with me because it's going to get really bad for you if you don't. Do you understand? So stop talking. Stop. Don't say another word. You say another word, you're going to get charged with obstruction or disrupting a court proceeding. Don't speak. Are you currently, you only speak if I ask you a question. Are you currently employed?
No, I'm not.
Thank you. Have you ever served in the military?
No.
Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many under the age of 18?
Age of 18.
How many under the age of 18? I'm sorry.
I have none under the age of 18.
Got it.
Besides the one that's 21.
Understood. All right. And are you legally married?
Excuse me, say it again.
Are you legally married?
No.
Got it. All right. And I will go ahead and I will appoint you an attorney. So you will have one. You will see this attorney no later than February the 14th. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
No later than February 14th. Why is it February 14th?
That's your next court date.
All right.
All right. Good luck to you. All right. How many do we have for that need Spanish translators? Is it just one?
Anyone else in the Spanish? It's two, Your Honor.
Okay, let's bring them up one at a time, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Bermudez, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm that you will faithfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English before this court proceeding today?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. All right, if you can ask this gentleman what his name is, please.
¿Cuál es su nombre, señor? Repita.
Haroldo Reynoso.
Adolfo Reynoso.
Okay, Mr. Reynoso, give me just a moment. Let me get your paperwork.
Señor Reynoso, deme un momentito. Déjeme buscar su documentación.
Ms. Bermudez, if you could let Mr. Reynoso know that this is an informative hearing where I'm going to go over information with him. At the end, I'll let him ask any questions if he wants to ask me anything, but it should be very limited to the information I'm going to go over with him.
Señor Reynoso, esta es una audiencia solamente para darle información. Al final, usted puede hacer alguna pregunta, pero tiene que ser solamente con relación a la información dada.
Muy bien.
Okay, very well.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Reynoso, you are charged with one count of terroristic threats or acts.
Ok, señor Reynoso, a usted se le acusa de un cargo de amenazas terroristas o hechos.
Okay, in Georgia, that is a felony.
En Georgia, eso es un delito grave.
I am going to set a bond in your case.
Yo le voy a fijar una fianza en su caso.
The bond is going to be $5,000.
La fianza va a ser de $5,000.
You do have a special condition of your bond
Usted tiene una condición especial en su fianza,
to not have any contact with Elvis Rodriguez.
de que no tenga ningún tipo de contacto con Elvis Rodríguez.
Is that someone that you live with?
¿Ese es alguien con quien usted vive?
Yo le rentaba a él, le tendí mi mano.
I was renting to him and I was helping him out.
Got it. Is the house, does it belong to Mr. Reynoso or does it belong to Mr. Rodriguez?
La casa, ¿le pertenece al señor Reynoso o al señor Rodríguez?
Yo estoy a cargo de la casa. Eso le pertenece al cuñado de mi mujer.
I'm in charge of the house, but my wife's brother-in-law owns it.
Got it. Okay. Well, you both can't stay there at the same time.
Ustedes dos no se pueden quedar ahí al mismo tiempo.
So
Por eso,
if it's not his property, then he needs to leave. But as long as he's there, you can't go there.
yes.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor. When the court says he, who is the court referring to?
Oh, I'm sorry. As long as Mr. Rodriguez is at that location, Mr. Reynoso is not allowed to be there. Once
Okay.
Mr. Rodriguez leaves, Mr. Reynoso may go back.
Siempre y cuando el señor Rodríguez esté en ese lugar, usted, señor Reynoso, no puede regresar al lugar. Tan pronto el señor Rodríguez se marche o ya no viva más ahí, entonces usted sí podría regresar.
Sí, porque yo tengo mi herramienta ahí, tengo el contrato que me autoriza, que yo soy el que tengo que tener toda la orden allí. Y por lo tanto, yo también quiero fijar algo con el juez de que le dé una orden. Yo ya le había pedido a él que se fuera.
Yes, because I have my tools there, and I also have a contract that says that I have to take care of the place. And I also wanted to settle something with the judge, that there is an order that's where she was asking him to leave.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not, I don't have any control over that. I'm just saying that if he's there, you just don't go there until he's gone, okay?
Y eso está bien. Yo no tengo control sobre eso. Yo solamente le estoy diciendo que si él está ahí, usted no puede regresar ahí.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, your next court date is going to be on February the 15th, but if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date.
Su próxima corte está programada para el día 15 de febrero, pero si usted paga su fianza y sale, usted no tiene que ir a esa corte.
Okay. Now, you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
Usted tiene el derecho de contratarse su propio abogado, o yo le podría nombrar uno. ¿Qué le gustaría a usted hacer?
Hablar a ver si pueden conseguirme el dinero para salir luego.
Repita, por favor.
Puedo ver si puedo conseguir el dinero para salir luego.
Can I see if I can get the money so I could be released later?
Well, I don't understand your question, because my question to you is, do you want to hire your own lawyer, or do you want me to appoint one for you?
Yo no entiendo su pregunta, porque mi pregunta fue que si usted quiere contratarse su propio abogado o usted quiere que yo le nombre un abogado.
Sí, que me pueden nombrar uno.
Yes, you can appoint one.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
Actualmente, ¿está usted empleado?
Sí.
Yes.
Sí, incluso ese día pues estaba trabajando con un señor, luego tenía que ir a hacerme el examen de drogas para entrar a otro trabajo también.
Yes, as a matter of fact, on that day I was working with a man, and then I had to go and get a drug test to go to another job as well.
Okay, I understand. Are you currently married?
Actualmente, ¿está usted casado?
Estoy en una relación libre, pero, o sea.
And in a free relationship, but yes.
Got it. Okay. Do you have any children?
¿Tiene usted niños?
Tengo 3 en mi país, Guatemala.
I have 3 in my country, in Guatemala.
How many of them are younger than 18?
¿Cuántos de ellos son menores de 18 años?
Uno y pues la otra tiene 18, pero todavía estoy respondiendo por los estudios.
I got you.
Yes, and the other one is already 18, but I'm being responsible for his or her school expenses.
I understand. And have you ever served in the United States military?
¿Y alguna vez ha usted servido en el servicio militar de los Estados Unidos?
No, señora.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to mark on here that you have agreed for me to appoint you a lawyer.
Yo voy a marcar acá que usted está de acuerdo en que yo le nombre un abogado.
And I'm going to do so.
Y yo lo voy a hacer.
All right. So do you have any questions?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta?
La verdad, no tengo ninguna pregunta, solamente que la pregunta es respecto a esto.
The truth is that I don't have any question, but the question is about this.
Los policías ellos no vieron que él tenía un machete, él me amenazó con un machete
The
también.
police officers didn't see that they had a machete and that he threatened me with it.
Yeah, hold on.
Espere un momentito.
I know that you want to tell me what happened. I understand that.
Yo sé que usted quiere decirme lo que ocurrió y yo entiendo eso.
But you need to save that for a conversation with your lawyer.
Pero usted tiene que guardar esta información y tener esa conversación con su abogado.
Because I am not your lawyer.
Porque yo no soy su abogado.
Okay.
And right now is not the time, okay?
Y ahorita no es el momento. ¿Está bien?
But you will get your opportunity to talk to your lawyer so they can help fight for you, okay?
Y usted va a tener la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado para que ellos le ayuden o para que ellos peleen por usted.
Otra pregunta, ¿ellos pueden investigar las cámaras del neighbor que estaba enfrente? Solo esa es la pregunta.
And another question, can they investigate the cameras that were at the neighbors right in front?
When you talk to your lawyer, you let them know to investigate that, and I'm sure that they'll do their best job to do that for you, okay?
Cuando usted hable con su abogado, déjele saber que usted quiere que ellos investiguen eso. Yo estoy seguro que ellos van a hacer lo mejor para usted.
Gracias. Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, good
Thank
luck.
you, sir. Buena suerte.
All right, next. All right, if you can ask him his name, please.
¿Su nombre, por favor?
Carlos Marrero.
Carlos Marrero.
All right, Mr. Marrero, one moment.
Señor Marrero, un momentito.
Sí.
Yes.
Uh-oh. All right. Mr. Marrero, you are charged with one count of terroristic threats or acts.
Señor Marrero, a usted se le acusa de un cargo de amenazas terroristas o hechos,
In your case, it is a misdemeanor.
y en su caso es un delito menor.
I am going to set a bond at $2,500.
Yo le voy a fijar su fianza a $2,500.
And you do have a special condition to not have any contact with, and Ms. Bermudez, I'm going to mess this name up, but it's
Yes, sir.
Freshian. It's Freshiann. Landron Perez.
Landon Pérez. Y usted tiene una condición especial en su fianza que dice que usted no puede tener ningún tipo de contacto con Freshian Landon Pérez.
Mm-hmm. All right. Your next court date is on February the 14th.
Su próxima corte está programada para el 14 de febrero,
But if you bond out of jail, you do not need to appear for that court date.
pero si usted sale de la cárcel bajo fianza, usted no tiene que comparecer para esa corte, no tiene que regresar a esa corte.
Ok, tengo una pregunta.
One
Ah.
moment.
Un momentito.
Okay, hold on one moment. I have to answer this right.
Un momentito, ya el juez regresa.
Ok.
All right. All right, I'll let you ask your question in just a few seconds. We just need to get through a little bit more of this information.
Yo le voy a permitir que usted haga la pregunta en unos segundos. Yo solamente necesito darle un poquito más de información.
Okay. You have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
Usted tiene el derecho de contratarse su propio abogado o yo le podría nombrar uno. ¿Qué desea usted hacer?
Ok, la pregunta era, entonces, ¿yo puedo pagar la fianza hoy mismo y salir o cómo? Es lo que no entiendo porque es la primera vez que me pasa.
The question was, can I pay the bond today and be released? That's what I don't understand because this is my first time.
Okay, so the answer to your question is yes, as long as you don't have any pending charges or any holds on you, then that's exactly how it works.
La respuesta es que sí, siempre y cuando usted no tenga cargos pendientes o ninguna otra orden de detención en contra suya, normalmente así es como funciona.
Now, do you want to hire your own attorney or do you want me to appoint one for you?
¿Usted quiere contratarse su propio abogado o usted quiere que yo le nombre un abogado?
A nombre uno.
Appoint one.
Cuando pueda, quiero decirle algo al honorable, sí, con todo el permiso de él, si se puede.
But when you could, I would like to say something to the honorable judge with your permission, if I'm allowed.
Well, you can say whatever you want, that's fine, but I would be very careful what you say because this is being broadcast on the internet and you might not want to say anything that's going to hurt your case.
Usted puede decir lo que usted guste, está bien, pero yo tendría mucho cuidado porque esto está siendo transmitido por el internet y yo no quiero que usted diga nada que le podría dañar su caso.
So if it has to do with what happened or why you are innocent or why it didn't happen the way the police said it is, I would save that and have that conversation with your lawyer.
O sea que si es algo que usted quiere decir con respecto a lo que ocurrió o por qué usted es inocente o cómo se dieron las cosas con los oficiales, yo creo que yo guardaría eso y lo hablaría con su abogado.
Okay. No era sobre eso, era sobre, pues en la casa, en el apartamento, el list está en nombre mío y yo vivo ahí y yo tengo una perrita que necesito atenderla.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's that in the house, in the apartment, I have a lease and I live there and I have a little dog a little female dog that I have to take care of.
That's fine. Just like I told the other person before you, you can go back there as long as the person I told you to stay away from isn't there. If they're not there, then you can go back there.
Y está bien, de la misma forma como yo le dije a la otra persona, usted puede regresar a ese lugar siempre y cuando la persona que yo le dije que usted no se puede poner en contacto con ella no esté ahí.
Okay. La pregunta es, ¿cómo voy a saber que ella no está?
The question is,
yo no quiero llegar a la casa y que ella esté y yo me meta en problemas.
how do I know that she's not there? Because I don't want to go back to the house and she's there and then I get in trouble.
That's a very good question. I can't tell you how to do it, but I would reach out to family members, friends, anybody that can go there to see if she's there. Because you're right, you're thinking smart. If you go there and she's there, you could get yourself in trouble and nobody wants that. So you're going to have to be very creative.
Yo creo que usted debe de ponerse en contacto. Primero que yo no le puedo contestar esa pregunta. Usted primero debe ponerse en contacto quizás con familiares o amigos y usted está pensando de una forma muy inteligente porque si usted regresa y ella está ahí, usted se podía meter en problemas, pero yo diría que usted a lo mejor debería de ser un poco creativo en este asunto.
¿No hay algún problema si yo me comunico con el que era esposo de ella, que vive aquí también? Es la única manera que tengo para poder...
Es que usted dijo que vive aquí también, ¿eso fue lo que usted dijo?
El que era esposo de ella vive aquí. Yo me puedo comunicar con él para que él le deje saber que no esté en la casa. Para yo no me...
It would be a problem if I get in touch with the person that used to be her husband because he lives here as well.
That's fine.
Está bien.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
¿Algo más?
Entonces ahora, ¿qué tengo que hacer? ¿Esperar por el abogado que venga?
Then what do I have to do now? Wait for the attorney to come?
Yeah, they'll reach out to you.
Ellos se van a poner en contacto con usted.
Okay.
Okay.
Gracias.
All right. Good luck to you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank
Buena
you.
suerte, señor.
Gracias.
All right.
Thank
Got to
you.
take a brief time out. I believe that's all we have for you, Ms. Bermudez.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All
Good
right.
seeing you, Judge.
Good seeing you. Take care. All right. I'll be right back in 5 seconds. All right. Hopefully we can get through the rest with minor to no interruptions. All right. Let's continue.
All right.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Richard Brown.
All right. Mr. Brown, you were charged with one count of cruelty to children in the first degree, which is a felony. I am going to set a bond at $75,000. One count of aggravated assault, which is a felony, set a bond at $75,000. And then one count of theft by taking, I think. Let me see. Theft by taking is a misdemeanor. The bond is $2,000. So your total bond is $152,000. You are to not have any contact with Martasia Jones and Jakia Campbell. Your next court date is going to be on February the 15th. If you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. You do have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
No, you can appoint one for me.
Okay, all right, I will do that. Do you have any questions about your case? No? Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Once you go up.
All right, hello. What's your name?
Isaiah Bennett.
All right, Mr. Bennett.
Third.
All right, Mr. Bennett, you were charged with, oh, it looks like some traffic offenses. All right, one count of window tint violation, the bond is $500. One count of no proof of insurance, the bond is $1,000. One count of one count of less than an ounce of marijuana, misdemeanor, bond is $1,500. And then one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Oh, it appears that is a felony. But the bond is $1,000. So your total bond, sir, is 1, 2, 3, 35, 4. So your total bond is $4,000. Okay.
Okay.
Your next court date is going to be on February the 15th. But if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. Just make sure your address is good with the sheriff's office and the clerk's office. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You do have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
You can appoint one for me, sir.
Okay. All right. I will do that. Do you have any questions about your case?
No, I don't. But if I do bond out, I don't have to go to the court date. But if I have evidence to bring to my attorney, I just talk to my attorney.
Yeah. If you have evidence, then you'll just talk to your lawyer. It'll probably be a while if you bond out, because you're going to be out on bond. But just make sure. All right. Anything else?
Your Honor, you froze up.
You delayed at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said if can you hear me now? Hold on a second. I think I'm back. My internet connection is unstable.
Oh no.
All right. Are we good now? Oh my goodness.
It looks like the jail is unstable. Yours is good. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the jail is frozen.
Did he get a court-appointed attorney?
He did.
Okay.
And I approved it. I think we're going to lose the jail in a second because, oh, wait. Maybe we're back. Hold on.
We will.
Okay, there we go. All right. All right, sir. What I was telling you is that if you have evidence, just save it for your attorney when you go back to court, okay?
All right, that's cool.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, what's your name, sir?
Jason Clark.
All right, Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark, you are charged with one misdemeanor count of simple assault. The bond is $2,500. One misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. The bond is $1,500. Two counts of obstruction or hindering a law enforcement officer. The bond is $1,000 each. So your total bond, sir, is $6,000. Okay. Your next court date is on February the 14th, but if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. You do have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do? Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own?
No, appoint one for me.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, I will do that. Do you have any questions about your case?
No.
Okay, all right, good luck to you, sir. All right, what's your name?
Jody Culpepper.
All right, Mr. Culpepper. You are charged with, just traffic offenses. Expired or no tag or invalid tag, the bond is $500, and then no license, the bond is $1,500. So your total bond is $2,000. Okay. Next court date is February the 14th, but if you bond out, you don't have to appear for that court date. You have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What do you want to do? Ms. Thomas, did you hear a response?
I said you can appoint one for me.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, I will do that. Do you have any questions about your case?
Sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Oh, sir.
Yes. All right, what's your name?
Joshua Dennis.
Okay, Mr. Dennis. You were charged with one count of theft by receiving stolen property and one count of shoplifting. The shoplifting is a misdemeanor, and I am going to grant a bond of $2,000. The theft by receiving stolen property, I'm going to dismiss because there's no victim. So maybe it's your property that you are alleged to have stolen. I don't know. Now, for you, that is a good thing that charge is dismissed. I'm pretty sure you would agree with that. However, understand that law enforcement does have, if it's a felony, they have 4 years to basically bring that charge back, okay? So I don't know if they will. I don't know if they won't. I'm not going to tell them to. I'm not going to tell them not to. It's none of my business. I just have to evaluate your case as it comes before me. And they didn't give me everything that they were supposed to for that charge to move on. Okay, so I'm signing dismissal for that charge, but your other charge is $2,000. Okay, your next court date is on February the 14th. But if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. You have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What do you want to do? There's a little bit of delay, so wait a second when I'm done and then respond. So do you want to hire your own attorney, or do you want to have a court appointed?
Appointed.
There we go. Perfect. You got it. You nailed it. All right. All right. I am going to do that. Do you have any questions about your case?
Is there any way possible to get that court date pushed ahead? I mean, maybe sooner?
Well, here's the thing. If you bond out, it doesn't matter anyway, because that your case will automatically be sent to the state court. But unfortunately, no, those are the court dates that we have to work with, because it's a constant rotation. Everybody that gets arrested and comes before us, you know, there has to be a certain amount of time so everybody's prepared. Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Good.
Morning, y'all.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Tobias Kirk.
All right. Oh. Mr. Kirk. All right, Mr. Kirk. Oh, you just got some traffic offenses here. No license, the bond is $1,000, it's a misdemeanor. Improper lane change, $500 misdemeanor, and then too fast for conditions, 500 misdemeanor. So your total bond is $2,000. Are you gonna be able to make that?
I will. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, now these are minor traffic offenses, but the no license thing, if you keep getting that, then it'll turn into a felony. And so that's the silliest reason to get a felony. I mean, there's a lot of silly reasons, but that's the worst one of all. Just figure out what's going on with your license, man. Go get you one so you can drive legally, because in Georgia, we don't have good public transportation, unfortunately. So you want to make sure that you're riding good and don't keep getting arrested, okay? Now you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
I would like for you to appoint one for me, sir.
Okay. Very good. I will do that. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kirk. Handle your license situation, and maybe it'll turn out best for you. And don't come back here, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Good luck to you. All right. What's your name, sir? All right. Do we have Mr. Holmes? Is Mr. Holmes there?
Yes, sir, right here.
Okay. All right, Mr. Holmes. Well, I just wanted to make sure, because usually we're in alphabetical order, but we'd skipped. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Let's knock out Mr. Holmes real quick. Are you Mr. Holmes?
Sir, I am.
Okay. They tried to skip you, Mr. Holmes.
It's okay.
All right. We'll get you taken care of. All right, sir. You are charged with one misdemeanor count of battery. It's like I said, it's a misdemeanor. Your bond is $2,000. Well, simple battery, I should say. There is a difference. And then one misdemeanor count of reckless conduct. Again, misdemeanor. The bond is $2,000. So your total bond is $4,000. Okay. Now, you do have a special condition of your bond to not have any violent contact. You can still be around Pamela Gibbons, okay? You can still be around her, but don't fuss at her, don't scream, don't push, don't slam doors, kick holes in the wall, any of that type of stuff, okay? All right, we clear on that?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, very good. All right, well, your next court date is gonna be on February the 14th, but if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. Now you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
Call upon it.
Okay. Are you currently married?
Single.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
One. He's grown.
Okay. Good deal. Have you ever served in the United States military?
No, I haven't.
Okie dokie. All right. Just needed to answer those questions. I'll go ahead and grant the court-appointed attorney request. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right, Mr. Holmes. Good luck to you. Don't come back.
Okay.
All right. All right. What's your name, sir?
Rodney Miller.
All right, Mr. Miller. Let me take a look at this again.
See right now. Rodney Miller.
Oh, Mr. Miller, this is an old warrant. This is almost a year and a half old. Well, that tells me that you have not come into contact with any officers since then. So that means that you've either been extremely well behaved or extremely lucky. Either way, you are charged with one misdemeanor count of use of fighting words. The bond is $1,500. Are you gonna be able to make that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Your next court date is on February the 14th, but if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. Now, you do have the right to hire your own attorney or, hold on a second. There we go. I can appoint one for you. I know it seems like it's a very small minor charge, but it is a misdemeanor and it still carries the possibility of jail time. Not saying that it does, but do you want to hire your own attorney? Do you want to appoint an attorney? What do you want to do?
I'll be hiring my own attorney.
Okay, that's fine. Do you already know who that is going to be or no?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's fine. No worries. Well, then once you do that, make sure that they file the appropriate paperwork and let the court system know that they're going to be representing you, okay? All right, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, what's your name, sir? Speak up for me. Tell me your name. I can't hear him.
Your Honor, it's Jamar McLean.
Got it. All right. Looks very familiar. Mr. McLean, you are charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. It is a misdemeanor. The bond is $10,000. You do have a special condition of your bond to not go back to the Atlanta airport. So you've got the whole world at your disposal except the Atlanta airport. So don't go back there, okay? Your next court date is on February the 14th. But if you bond out, you do not need to go to that court date. Do you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you? What do you want to do? Do you want to hire an attorney or do you want me to appoint one for you?
Speak up.
I mean,
I can't tell.
You want him to appoint?
You want me to get you a lawyer, appoint one for you?
yeah.
Okay, I will do that. All right. Do you have any questions? No questions? All right, good luck to you, sir.
Follow him.
All
How you
right,
doing?
what's your name? Good. All right, what's your name?
Tavares Russ.
All right. Right.
Russ.
Yep, I got you. All right, sir, you're charged with 1 misdemeanor, driving offenses. 1 misdemeanor count of too fast for conditions, bonds 500. 1 misdemeanor count of improper lane change, bonds 500. Let me look at this obstruction one more time. All right, 1 misdemeanor count of obstruction. The bond is $1,000. Looking at this, I don't know how you avoided another charge, but whatever. I'm only evaluating what's in front of me. But just to let you know, after reading this, the state could add charges to this. I'm not going to tell them to because it's none of my business, and I'm not going to tell them not to. That's not my role. But I mean, I've done criminal defense and I've done prosecution work, so you know, I don't want to shock you if later on down the road, there's more charges added onto this, okay? I'm not saying that there is, but I like to kind of inform people ahead of time. So for your own sake, I'm sure you're hoping that they don't, but just don't be surprised if that happens, all right? But your total bond is $2,000. Your next court date is on February the 14th. If you bond out, you don't have to go to that court date. Do you have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you? What would you like to do?
I wanted an appointed attorney, and I had a question too.
Okay, hold on. Before you ask me that question, is it related to the things that we just spoke about, or is it unrelated?
It's kind of related.
Uh-oh. All right. What's your question, Mr. Russ?
I was in a car accident that day, and I got like wounds and still got like nausea right now from that accident. I was trying to get emergency attention, and that's the only reason. Like me and the officer had an exchange of words, but when they tried to like put the handcuffs on me, I was just trying to get them to understand, like, I'm not resisting.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, remember what I said earlier? You're talking about the facts of your case. If you tell me everything that you're telling me, right?
Yeah.
Even if what you're telling me is true, and I believe you 100%, guess what? I still can't do anything about it because this is not your evidence. It's not an evidentiary hearing. So you see what I'm saying? I know that, you know, save it for your lawyer, because when you have an evidentiary hearing, or maybe they file a motion or something like that, they're the ones that's going to be able to help you. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I literally can't. I'm restricted as a judge on what I can do. All right.
So as far as medical attention like concern, I just gotta wait till I get out. It's like,
well, in that case, you're going to want to speak to somebody at the sheriff's department. So you're telling me that you were the victim of a car wreck? Somebody hit you?
yes.
Okay, well, you know, I would pursue that. And there's all types of ways to do that. And then as it relates to medical attention, I'm sure if you speak with one of those deputies there, they will direct you the right way to go. Unfortunately, I don't control the jail. So, you know, I can just advise. I mean, they're listening to me. So if I'm sorry, I forgot your name. If Mr. Russ needs medical attention, someone please attend to him and make sure that that's done. Okay.
Is it possible to get time served on that obstruction or no?
I don't know, man. I don't get to sentence you. I have no idea. That's a negotiation between you and the solicitor's office. Remember, I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. No problem, man. Good luck to you. Don't come back.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, good. What's your name?
Chamberlain Scott.
All right, Mr. Scott, you are charged, sir, with.
I was trying to hit my.
You're charged with 1 count of simple assault, misdemeanor. The bond is $3,000. 1 count of battery, simple battery. The bond is $5,000, and then 1 count of exploitation of an elderly person, misdemeanor. The bond is $2,000. So your total bond is $10,000. Now you're not to have any contact with Josephine Scott. Who is that to you?
My mama.
Okay. And let me see here.
Okay.
Do y'all stay at the same residence?
Yeah, 1048 Thames Avenue.
Okay. Whose residence? Is that your residence or her residence?
My mama house.
Okay. Well, for right now, until things change, don't go back there. You're gonna have to find somewhere else, okay?
Okay.
Now I am putting in here that you are allowed to go back to get your stuff. Maybe you got some stuff that you want to get there, some personal belongings, that's fine. But you just have to do it the right way. So when you bond out of jail, contact the sheriff's department or go over to the sheriff's department, show them the paperwork, tell them that you need to go and get your stuff, and they'll arrange that for you. So they'll go with you to make sure that you don't get in any trouble and there's no issues between you and your mom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, you have the right to hire your own attorney. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to appoint one for you?
Earn one for me.
Okay, are you currently employed?
My mom will pay the money.
Okay, got you. Are you legally married?
No, no.
Okay. Have you ever served in the military?
I
I'm
got a
sorry.
high school diploma and another one too.
Okay. Have you ever served in the military? Okay. All right. Well,
It's high school.
I got you. All right. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and approve your request for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any other questions?
Hey, get my stuff.
What's that?
Can I go back to get my stuff?
Yes, but you have to do it with the sheriff's department. Don't go there by yourself, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Nigel Sewell.
All right, Mr. Sewell, you are charged with one count of criminal damage in the second degree, which the way that is worded is a felony. The bond is $5,000. You are also charged with one count of aggravated assault, which is a felony. On that one, the bond is $75,000. So your total bond is $80,000. Your next court date is on February the 15th. But if you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date. You do have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
Can you appoint one for me, sir?
Yes, I definitely will. And, you know, look, just so everyone understands that this isn't the court, myself, or any other magistrate court judge in first appearance saying that people did things or didn't do things. It's just we have to evaluate the evidence as it comes before us. That's it. Okay.
Yes, sir, I understand.
So, you know, just make sure you talk with your lawyer. I will go ahead and grant that request. Oh, you do have a stay away from provision from to not have any contact with Mika or Maika Woods. Okay. So just don't go around that person at all. Do you have any questions about your case?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Sewell.
Thank you, sir.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Thornton.
All right, Mr. Thornton. Mr. Thornton, you are charged with one count of criminal trespass. That is a misdemeanor. The bond is $1,500. You do have a special condition to not go back to the Atlanta airport. I know there's a couple other people that are in a similar position to you, but there's nothing good for you over there. Okay, so just don't go back. They don't want you over there, and you don't have any business over there. So don't go back to the airport. Your next court date is on February the 14th. But if you bond out, you don't have to appear for that court date. You have the right to hire your own attorney, or I can appoint one for you. What would you like to do?
I have my own attorney.
Okay. Are you going to hire one, or are you going to represent yourself?
Hire one.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know who it's going to be yet, or no?
I don't know yet.
All right, that's fine. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you. All right, give me one moment, sir. All right, what is your name?
Eric Shropshire.
All right. Oh, how do you say your last name?
Shropshire.
Okay, that's what I thought. I think they're missing an S in here somewhere because it appears Shropshire, but Shropshire. Okay, got it. Very good. All right, sir, you are charged with one misdemeanor count of criminal trespass. The bond is $2,000. Your next court date is on February the 14th. But if you appear for that court date, I'm sorry. I've done this too much today. Your next court date is February the 14th. If you bond out, you do not need to appear for that court date, okay? Now, in your situation, do you live at 5420 Riverdale Road, or you don't live there?
Yes, I do. And I had a roommate situation, and if I gotta leave, go to a hotel, that's perfectly fine because I have to be at work. So
I got you.
I'm trying to get out of here as fast as possible.
I got you. All right, you gonna be able to make your bond?
Is it a way I can lower it because I don't get paid again?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Because they misspelled my middle name too. I'm just trying to get up out of here.
no, I understand. Let me look at, hold on a second. Just hold tight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So we're full time.
Mr. Shropshire,
Yes, sir.
whose name is on that apartment?
It is his name. His name is on it, and his name is on it, and I pay the rent. But
Got
it's
it.
like I'm more
It's
than
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just need to know that one question, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I understand things happen. I get it.
Yes, and I have my stuff packed up, and I was like, all it is just
I
it's
get
not
you.
a confirmation.
I got you. I hear you. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. You seem to have everything put together, and I think now, because of where you are, it's finally hitting you that this person ain't good for you.
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't mix. Y'all just don't mix well. So here's the thing. I'm putting a special condition, not because I think you would violate, because I don't think you would, but to help you even further, to further drive home the point. Don't have any contact with Mr. D'Angelo Barkley, okay? Now, as it relates to getting your stuff, as soon as you bond out, you need to go to the sheriff's department and give them a copy of the bond order. Well, you can't see it, but it's here. And they'll go with you to get your stuff. That way, it's not a he said type situation. You said this, he said that. Nope, we don't want that no more, okay? Now, let's see here. Is there a way to lower your bond? I reviewed it once, but give me just a second. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's really in line with everybody else. I don't think it's particularly high, to be honest with you. But let me just triple check something, because I will always give you the benefit of the doubt, right? Sure, that's what you want.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm looking to see what your criminal history is like. So it could go one of two ways. It could go bad for you, and I see something I don't like, and then your bond is higher. But it could go really well for you, and I see nothing. Right? It's a double-edged sword, Mr. Shropshire. But I'm willing. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, that's Mr. Russ. Give me just a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go, Mr. Shropshire. Where are you from Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Got it. Okay.
I'm misdemeanors, and then I have one incident. I can tell you, it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, we got something in Cobb County. I'm not. That is what it is. All right, 2013. Okay. Baltimore County. Okay.
Straight path. I'm trying to do everything right. And I was paying rent, and now it's like I don't know what's going on.
I got you. All right. All right, Mr. Shropshire, I'll tell you what, you don't, there's nothing like this. You don't have anything like this, but at the same time, you know, up in Cobb County, it's not the greatest thing. So it's a push. It wasn't good for you. It wasn't bad for you. I'm just going to leave it where it is. I think that's fair. 2,000 is fair, and given the situation, you know, I think you'll be able to make that, correct?
Yes, I was trying to get it to like 1,500 an
I
hour.
know. If you, let me tell you something, if you had, and I had already viewed this, but I just want to make sure, if you didn't have anything whatsoever, I was going to put it down to 1,500. I was going to give you that benefit, but you know, that's not the case. So I can't do that. I got to treat you just like I treat everybody else. Right. And so I spend a lot of time going over this before we're on court. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, reviewing things and setting everything up. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it where it is, unfortunately. Now, you have the right to hire your own lawyer, or I can appoint one for you. What do you want to do?
Your public phone.
Okay. All right. Is there a reason why you didn't fill out your form? I'm sorry. Is there? Oh, okay. All right. Are you currently married?
No,
Do you have any children?
no,
Okay. Have you ever served in the military?
no.
Okay. Now you said you are employed, which is a good thing, and I want you to get out and get back to work because times are hard out there. About how much do you make per month on average?
About $3,000 a month, give or take.
Okay.
That's why I can go back to work. If I get fired.
I hear you. All right. What's your rent or mortgage payment? How much do you pay a month for that?
I was paying $1,400.
Okay. All right. Very good. And I'm going to put on here that you agreed to give me permission to review this application. Okay. All right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to grant it. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Shropshire. All right. That's all that I have.
Yes, Ron, that's everybody else. It's been a journey.
Yeah, we got through it quick though. We got through it quick. We handled what we
Yes, we
need to do.
did.
So Miss Thomas knows that I don't play around. Sometimes I give people a lecture, but I try to keep it to a
Sure.
minimum. Yeah. So all right. Well, y'all have a good day. I'm gonna get this paperwork scanned in and sent over, and you know, I got to get back to warrants.
Yeah, I just need bonds for 2 other. Deputy, you can leave. I just need bonds for Culpeper.
Oh, okay. Give me just a minute. Let's see. Culpeper is for the tag, it's 500 and the license is 1,500.
Okay. All righty, and I will get these put in. And are you sending over the CAA forms to Sierra, or you want me to do it?
Nope, I'll send them over there. And I noticed,
Okay.
I noticed they went with your email, which was fine, but I was like, man, I took all that time to sign it. Like,
You
I
can
like
do
to-
it yourself. Oh,
yeah, I like to pre-sign them just because I don't have to do it during the hearing itself, you know?
right.
Judge Knight's taught me that trick, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. All righty then. All right. Well,
Well,
thank
it's a
you.
pleasure.